It's no secret that tools are expensive. And a technician over the course of his or her career is likely to spend tens of thousands of dollars, specifically on diagnostic equipment. The point is, there's dozens and dozens of tools out there, and one of which, maybe more, is right for you and your shop. But the question becomes, am I spending my money wisely, or am I overbuying? Want to know how to figure that out? Stick with me on this episode of The Trainer. With the advancement in technology, as you know, cars are becoming more and more complicated, and our job as technicians follows closely behind. It's the tools that we have in our hands that allow us to perform some of the tests necessary to determine what's functioning properly on the vehicles and what's not. With the dozens of choices available for us out there, it makes it a daunting task to figure out what tool is right for you and your shop. And of course, every tool company has their hype. So what's the best tool? Which one do we choose to implement? That's what this episode of The Trainer is all about. Following the criteria necessary to determine what tool is right for you and your shop. As mentioned earlier, tools are expensive, and of course this is no secret to any of you watching this video. But the point is, we want to spend our money wisely as technicians and shop owners. And the truth is, we can overbuy quite easily. Determining the criteria necessary so you can figure out what tool is right for you and your shop means determining how easily the tool can give you that return on investment. The question that always came to mind for me is, why can't the scan tool manufacturers just build one tool that handles all the functions of all the nodes on all the vehicles out there? And the answer is, they probably could. But think about how much time, research and development, and money that would cost to build a tool like that. Would there be some shops that may invest in that? Of course, but not enough for the scan tool manufacturers to be profitable. So with that, some tools cater to some makes and models, where other tools cater better to other makes and models of vehicles you and I see in the shop on a daily basis. And figuring out what tool is right for us is the name of the game. So certain factors to keep in mind are, is my shop a full service facility? Do I repair everything from bumper to bumper? Is my shop based around domestic vehicles, or maybe Asian vehicles, or perhaps European, maybe all three? Do I handle medium and heavy duty truck, perhaps motorcycle applications? Am I a vehicle specific shop? One that focuses on something like BMW or Mercedes-Benz, or even exotic vehicles? All of these questions that come to mind help determine the tools we require to do our jobs profitably and efficiently. And if we buy more tool than we need, we're not spending our money wisely. On the flip side, if we don't spend enough money and get the desired functionality required so we can do our jobs accurately and efficiently. So how can we help make lighter work of this tough process of choosing the correct tool for us and our facility? With a little help from Professional Tool and Equipment News magazine comes their 2024 Scan Tool Spec Guide. Navigating this guide makes light work of choosing the right tool for the job. I first want to begin by offering a special thanks to fellow editor Emily Markham of Professional Tool and Equipment News for her excellent job in creating the 2024 Scan Tool Spec Guide. As mentioned before, this is an extremely comprehensive spec guide that covers a wide array of functionality for many scan tools across the automotive industry. Beginning first with OBD2 diagnostic functionality, modes 1 through 10 are featured here. And the point I want to make is component functionality can be manipulated through mode 8 of our scan tool, which is bidirectional control. And being able to manipulate components of systems or system tests allow us to determine preliminarily if something is functioning or not, which of course allows us to determine where we want to spend our time under the hood. And as you can see here, not every scan tool offers bidirectional control. Regarding our professional line of diagnostic scan tools, other functions like graphing live data pits saves a ton of time. And not every scan tool offers that, and even the ones that do, there's a range of anywhere from only 3 parameter identifiers upwards of 25 parameter identifiers to be displayed at the same time. And what that means for us is more diagnostic capability, especially when it comes to drivability. Being able to graph data PIDs means not having to stare at the screen while we are driving the vehicle. It also means looking at data over a period of time instead of just a moment of time. So action, reaction, comparative measure can be carried out, and a history of that information is stored within the scan tool buffer. While on the same page, we can look at J2534 capability, allowing us to not only replace ECUs, but giving us the ability to drop software or update software within them and even configure certain ECUs. And with the wide array of ADAS functionality implemented on today's vehicles, this scan tool spec guide serves to show us just what tools can do what ADAS functionalities on which vehicles. And we can't forget about common scan tool functionalities like body control, chassis and braking system, and HVAC functionality. These are all really important on today's vehicles, as it's always been. And we have to remember that many of us are on the road offering mobile support solutions to shops in our surrounding areas. And being able to offer security functionalities like locksmith capabilities, key and immobilizer programming is imperative. Factoring in functionalities like Wi-Fi capability means we can take screen captures and files and upload them to the cloud or a thumb drive, or even implement them within our digital inspection reports, just like our pre and post repair scans. Does the scan tool come with free software updates? If so, for how long? If not, how much do those updates cost? Does the scan tool come with technical support? Technical support for the scan tool itself, or also technical support regarding diagnosis and repair of the vehicle?
It's always wise to consider certain add-on features like a borescope, a camera, a 5-gas analyzer, and even a multi-trace lab scope. Standalone, these individual accessories cost thousands and thousands of dollars. So having the ability to add them as an accessory to your existing scan tool is a tremendous plus.
These are all important questions that are not always thought to be asked at the time of purchase. It can make the scan tool well worth the money invested. Leveraging the power of P10's 2024 Scan Tool Spec Guide means getting organized. Having the right information in front of you so you can make a proper decision on the tool that's right for you and your shop and situation. So I'll be the first to admit that choosing the right scan tool is a daunting task, but it's easier than it appears when you have the right criteria in front of you. Leveraging P10's 2024 Scan Tool Spec Guide gives you the ability to choose a scan tool that offers just what you need and not anything more or anything less. Being able to research this information ahead of time before you're stuck with a scan tool that offers you buyer's remorse gives you the ability to morph your business into something more, offering you newer capabilities to allow you to expand into different realms and grow your business. Simply sign up, get yourself a password and log in, and you will have access to the P10 2024 Scan Tool Spec Guide to help you make light work of choosing the right tool for you and your facility. I'm Brandon Steckler, Technical Editor of Motor Age Magazine, and thank you for joining me on this episode of The Trainer.